already know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another random recap. In the last video, I ranked all 32 starting NFL quarterbacks, and as you can see, the video did really well, so I just want to thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Like, I did not expect the video to do that crazy, and it's honestly a good thing to see. You know, it really lets me know people do appreciate what I do, so I just want to say thank you. And in this video, I'm going to be ranking all 32 starting NFL running backs. I don't need to explain how these videos go. You know exactly how they do. I'm just going to give my overall thoughts, and I'm just going to tell you where I think each guy ranks. Quick disclaimer before we do get into the video, I am not a professional by all means. I just want to say this list is not the only list out there. There's going to be plenty of others. You know, don't take this video like I'm the only guy making a list. The whole point of this video is you're just watching to see my opinion and where each guy ranks. I'm not meant to get it 100% correct. So it's okay if you disagree, and if you do, let me know down below in the comments what you would have changed instead. I really would be interested to hear on that. Anyways, with all that out of the way, I do ask if you are new here, please subscribe. It does help the channel and does get my name out there more. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the rankings. Starting the list, we have numbers 32, 31, and 30, which I'm going to put all three as the rookies. Again, all three tremendous backs. RJ Harvey, Quinshon Judkins, my favorite personally. Ashton Jeanty, I think all three are going to go crazy, but it's like I can't rank these guys until they have actual experience. I mean, it's the same thing with Marion Hampton and like Caleb Johnson. If they were named the actual stars of theirs, they would also be here at the bottom of the list. It's just until I see how they look on an NFL field against NFL talent, I can't properly put them over someone with actual NFL experience. I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. I mean, I even did the same thing with Cam Ward. Until I see how he performs against NFL competition, I can't rank the guy properly, even though I would take him over some quarterbacks still in the league today. So for numbers 32, 31, and 30, I'm going to be putting the rookies. Honestly, this number is probably going to change after like week 2. So respectfully, I'm going to have to put him here at the bottom of the list. And coming in at number 29, we have Javonte Williams. I don't understand where the Cowboys are going. I don't even fucking understand what they're trying to do at this point. So they signed Javonte Williams. I mean, on one hand, it looks good on paper, I suppose. I mean, if you get the guy how he looked before his ACL tear, we're talking rookie season Javonte Williams, I would look at you and say this is a good signing. But ever since the ACL tear, I mean, the guy's knees have just been made of Play-Doh. He exploded damn near everything in it. You name it, he probably tore it, and you would be lucky to get more than 3 yards of carry with him. He had the flashes, but has not looked like himself since, and it's a damn shame that that's the truth. I mean, he's still young, so there is a chance that he still has some upside to him, but I really would not get my hopes up for nothing. I mean, the deal isn't horrible. It's rather cheap, you know, typical cowgirl style. If he sucks, they're most likely going to cut him. But it's like at this point, I would have just kept Rico Dotto. With everything I could, I would have kept that guy rather than signing Javonte Elliott, because that's what this move feels like. And I can't say I see a bounce back unless a lot of things go in his favor, but odds say no to that. And more or less, he's just a player to fill depth until the next guy. Great pass blocker, but a below average runner at this point if I really had to sum him up. I hope Williams can turn around for the sake that I love good comeback stories. I mean, who doesn't? But I really would not be shocked if this signing goes absolutely nowhere. Number 29 and bottom of the list for me. And now, coming in at number 28, we have Jaylen Warren. The guy's going to be 27, and they have an exciting rookie in Caleb Johnson on the bench. If that doesn't tell you he's coming for this guy's job, then I don't know what does. I'm just saying, a lot of fans are pointing to already wanting Caleb Johnson to take over, and he's probably going to face a heavier workload when they split carries, like what Warren has been doing with Harris the last 3 years. He's a good back, especially for receiving, and is a decent blocker, but Warren's not a guy you look at and say true running back one. There's just nothing special there with him, no offense, and he's just meant to be the two punch of someone's one, Caleb Johnson being the one in this case. Like, have you seen Caleb Johnson play? If you don't see the potential in that guy, you must be blind. I'm just saying, Johnson runs on grass like it owes him fucking lunch money. Plus, they tagged Warren for a year, so it's clear they don't view him as a long-term guy to begin with, and will most likely start the season with him just because of the experience, but give or take by November, the starting position will be Caleb's. I'm ranking Jaylen Warren number 28. Alright, coming in at number 27, we have Travis Etienne. A very interesting rank to say the least, because talent-wise, I think the guy should be higher. I think he still is a pretty good back. I just don't think he's been in a good situation, and he really had only one bad season with a dysfunctional team last year. But on the other hand, this room is so competitive for the running back one position, it's not even funny. It's like watching Money in the Bank. You have 3 guys all reaching for the title. You have Tank Bixby, who is coming in hot. Like, I mean, he outdid him in all stats with just barely a few more carries. Mays, and then you got Tuden. This motherfucker is athletic as hell, who's the hand-selected running back by the new head coach, which means they really have big plans for that guy as well. So safe to say, ETN's future is rather at risk here, and this is a giant prove-it year. And if he's anything like he was last year, they're moving in a new direction. It won't even be the blink of an eye before you see ETN on the bench, and you'll see Tank and probably Tuden splitting reps. I mean, when the team is getting better and you're not, something's gotta change. I don't care what he did 2 seasons ago, the future is now. And if he cannot do his part, somebody else is going to do it for him. But for now, I'm going to trust Coach to say he might make ETN work. And again, I hope so, because the guy was damn fun to watch 2 seasons ago. But to me, it's really a proven year, and ETN's got no time to waste. But until proven he could rebound, I'm putting him at number 27. Alright, coming in at number 26, we have Ramondre Stevenson. Let's just say last season definitely wasn't his best. I mean, leading in fumbles isn't exactly the stat you want to be leading in. Someone told him at the start of the season, go be the best at something, and he chose the wrong category. Alright, joke aside though, truthfully, I ain't writing him off yet. I think he's going to be a great helping hand to Drake May's development, and I still think he has a great chance to bounce back this season to his 2022 self. Especially with the additions they brought in the offseason. Notably, my favorite was Travion Henderson, of course, who's proven he can compete against the best competition. A proven elite pass blocker, great receiving back, and someone who brings serious home run potential if you ain't careful. And with Henderson, you can also split the workload and take a lot of pressure off of Stevenson and have 2 studs contribute towards the run game, making this offense hell to face. Especially with a more improved O-line, it really makes him bouncing back more believable. And even if he isn't able to put up numbers, as long as he can go back to nearly averaging 5 yards a carry like he used to, it's good enough for this offense. I'm putting him at number 26. And now, coming in at number 25, we have Brian Robinson Jr. Man, when I tell you, this guy was a monster during our 21 season at Bama, I mean it. And besides that, has just been overall decent. I mean, I wish he could just stay healthy. That's really it. Like, he's not an explosive player by all means or anything elite, but he's solid and is still good enough to get the job done. And with Eckler behind him, they complement each other perfectly on this run game. Not to even mention Jaden's rushing ability as well. I think the run game is good for what it is now. If Eckler could just stay healthy and Robinson can look like how he did at the start of last season, they'll be alright. Maybe an upgrade will be needed in the future, but for now, it's serviceable. So I'm going to put Robinson right at number 25. And coming in at number 24, we have DeAndre Swift. Look, maybe it's just me, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I never saw this guy. Never saw it. Maybe with the Eagles, he looked nice, but I'm just gonna say, if I had to put it nicely, he's decent. But he's very frustrating to watch at best, or at least that's how it was last season. And he surely is nothing elite, and definitely does not feel like a true number 1 back. I mean, the guy barely averaged 4 yards last season at carry, and people will say, well, they got Ben Johnson, everything's gonna be alright. How the hell did y'all forget Johnson is one that threw his ass out of Detroit to begin with? Call it hate, but I ain't sold on him in this offense, and kinda am disappointed they didn't draft a running back in the earlier rounds of last year's class. Like, yes, Swift can do the job. He can get you in the end zone. He can make a few plays here and there, but that's when he doesn't. If it's as inconsistent as he is, especially with his negative yard plays, it's not winning football exactly, and you'll need a much better option who can get the job done. He plays decent. I'm not saying the guy should be out the league. I think he could definitely be somewhere. I think he would serve well as a running back too, but by all means should not be the lead back on this depth chart. It is just a damn shame they got no one else on this depth chart who's an actual more considered option at the moment. I will still truly never understand why free agency 2 years back they go Swift out of every other running back in the market, especially with Josh Jacobs still there. I'm guessing they fell for the whole, well, he looked good in Philly, he must be great. Exactly the opposite. That Eagles O-line got this man paid, and it's a shame Chicago sipped the Kool-Aid a little bit too much. So to sum this up, not to be disrespectful, he's a serviceable option, but should not be seeing the touches he does. Who really knows though? I gotta see how everything goes this season. O-line's much better, I will give them that, and maybe Ben will give him another shot and actually get him to go crazy. I'm gonna put him right at number 24 for now. And coming in at number 23, we have Isaiah Pacheco. Oh, as a Chiefs fan, I really hate doing this one, but you know what? I'm going to keep it short because I could really say a lot, but this is a tough spot to put Pop at. I don't know, it is what it is with him. We've seen what he can do fully healthy. He's gotten to a point where he averaged 5 yards a carry easily. He's an important piece to our offense, and everybody knows that, and he easily leads his run game with his aggression and play style. But after last year's injury in week 2, he doesn't feel the same, hence why we had Hunt or P-Ron doing most of the work, And even after coming back from a broken fibula, of course, which is no easy task, the real question is if he could just bounce back. From the looks of it, I'm not liking the signs because, I mean, we re-signed Kareem Hunt, we signed Elijah Mitchell, we drafted Rashard Smith, who was a hidden gem in the draft. It feels as if we're already preparing for if he doesn't get back to his old form and as if we're preparing to move in a new direction. Or maybe because we hate paying any type of money for any type of running backs. Either way, I think he's got a lot of work to do this offseason as far as getting back in top shape and definitely has a lot to prove next year. And on top of that, with it especially being his last year on his contract, I really think it's a giant proven year and I really hope he just stays healthy. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt, say he does bounce back just because he's my boy, so I'm going to put him right at number 23. And coming in at number 22, we have Chase Brown. Talk about stepping up. Brown saw the opportunity, took and had one hell of a season to remember, going from 44 carries his first year to 229 and nearly 1,000 rushing yards. Now, he's no Joe Mixon, but is he serviceable? Absolutely. And I got nothing more to say than he looks great and will probably be the starter unless something crazy happens or he finds a way to lose it. But I really doubt that happens. I mean, the dude's a pure workhorse. If you even watched the Bengals last year, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Showed up every single week and put it all out there on the field. I mean, he's just another great weapon for Cincinnati. So 22 for now with a really good chance of changing depending on how next year goes. And coming in at number 21, we have Tony Pollard. One of the few bright spots on last year's team had to be Pollard, who I'll admit I questioned going to Tennessee at first, given Ty J. Spears looked to be the guy for the future. But after last season, it looks like the signing has paid off well with the way he busted his ass for this team. And honestly, will look even better now with Cam Ward, the quarterback, instead of Mayo Boy. I ain't saying Pollard is perfect or anything elite, but I think he's efficient enough, and I think his skill set provides enough for this team to get the job done and will probably get his 4th 1,000-yard season in a row. Number 21 for me. Alright, coming in at number 20, we have Tyrone Tracy Jr. It's definitely tough to fill the void Saquon left behind, but for a rookie to be thrown into the fire and take on that pressure, Tracy did pretty damn good with nearly 850 pure rushing yards on just under 200 carries and nearly 300 receiving yards. So safe to say, both sides sure as hell ain't missing each other, and Tracy looks like he could be the franchise back they need. Truthfully though, I really cannot wait to see what a backfield looks like between him and Cam splitting reps, because if you've seen my draft video on the running backs, you know I am very high on Scatterbo. Honestly, I call the guy Scatter Boom. And I think him paired with a talented young player like Tracy is going to help this team tremendously, with the way they're going to complement each other and be a combo defenses are going to hate facing. I am definitely excited to see this one play out. I mean, the future of Giants football looks bright. Until I have another Tracy season to go off on, I'm gonna put him right here at number 20. Alright, coming in at number 19, we have Najee Harris. I have very mixed reactions for Najee. On paper, every year he's been in the league, he's given you 1,000 yards or so, and you'd say that's pretty good, but also looking at it, he's never went anything higher than 4 yards on average per carry. Like, one week, he's aggressive with 14 carries for 120 yards and looks like how he should be, and then there's weeks where I think snails can move faster than him, and he's running in bricks instead of cleats, but 14 carries for 38 yards. He's a solid back nonetheless, and especially one hell of a workhorse. And again, the mixed part of me is like, I can't blame Najee or say he's a flop, especially looking at what he had to work under and understanding. Had he gone anywhere else with a better O-line, maybe he could have done better. Narrative about his career would be a lot different. I think him going to LA was the perfect move, and it's perfectly a win for the Chargers as well. Because on one hand, if Najee can get to his prime self, then you are going to have Najee Harris along with Amarion Hampton. But on the other hand, he was paid cheap, and if it doesn't go well, then you can just throw him overboard and you have Hampton to take over. And for Harris, it's a new chance to redeem himself, and it's a much better system to run under, and hopefully one that knows how to use him properly. I ain't writing Najee off just yet. I really have to see how this year goes though. I'm gonna put him right at number 19. And coming in at number 18, we have James Conner. 30 years old and still whooping ass with his second 1,000 rushing yard season. Honestly, one of the best receiving years yet out of his 4 years with Arizona so far. Not a lot to say with Conner other than positive things, and he proves to be a reliable and solid option to this offense. Someone who can easily get the ball in the end zone and has no trouble getting it down the field. Like, give the guy some blocks or the smallest amount of space in the line and watch this man fly with pure aggression and power behind him. I'm just saying, very underrated choice right here. And as long as he can stay healthy, he's perhaps one of the best weapons they have on this team. I mean, he's a player who can truly do it all. Number 18. Alright, coming in at number 17, we have Breece Hall. On one hand, the guy is 24, stupidly young, and what we know has insane talent behind him. But on the other hand, he's always hurt and has still yet to recover from the knee injury, and it really does show in his game. He looks slower, like his burst and speed through tackles just is not there, and he doesn't bounce off defenders like he would his rookie year, and rather falls after slides him out of contact. That, and he has concerns with fumbles, drops, I mean, you name it, he probably has that concern. Receiving, he still looks good, but for a running back, watching him compared to how he used to play, just something feels off always. And maybe it's the way Jets run things. I know they're exactly not the best situation, but it really felt like a down year despite what the stats might say, and it looks like at the moment Braylon Allen might be the better back of the room. Again, I might be horribly wrong with this take. I really do want Breece Hall to work out. I mean, the guy was so damn electric if you watch him his rookie season, and I know he's still recovering and there's plenty of time for him to touch that ceiling. The real question is just when. So it's another one that sucks ranked this low because talent-wise, he should be so much higher than this, it feels like I'm disrespecting the guy. But it is what it is, sadly, until he becomes what we're patiently waiting on him to be. I gotta leave him here right at number 17 and give him benefit of the doubt and say hopefully this year is it. Alright, coming in at number 16, we have Chuba Hubbard. Stupidly underrated and doesn't get the flowers he deserves, being a large helping hand to this offense. That without him, you could see the drop-off, like going into last season. There were question marks all around him if he could be that guy for Carolina, and you bet your ass he delivered, and proves to be a player they really need to keep around. I mean, a team-friendly, homegrown leader who brings a dog-like mentality week after week and fights for every yard possible, giving you 110% type effort. A player who's great to have when it comes to building the culture and shaping the locker room for the future. I mean, it's truly amazing to see where he is at now, and how his development has gone so well. When Brooks comes back, if he's anything like the hype says, him and Hubbard are going to be a crazy 1-2. I'm telling you, as someone who doubted the Panthers the year prior, do not sleep on them this year. The receiving room looks better, defense looks better, Bryce looks so much better. If Chuba can repeat last year, going into next, and if the offense can just click, they'll be contending for the division easily. I'm gonna put Chuba right at number 16. Alright, coming in at number 15, we have Aaron Jones. Yes, sirski, we got the ass-eating freak himself. And for being 30 years old, which according to him, age is just a number, which is a very wild take, he just came off one of his best seasons yet. Season high for rushing yards, which is insane just to see. And actually staying healthy, which for him is really good to see, and he proved to be a giant helping hand from Minnesota, averaging 4.5 yards a carry. So safe to say, Unk still has it. I mean, he still got it, and even with Jordan Mason coming to Minnesota, which in my opinion was a great pickup, I expect Jones to continue getting handed the rock until he can't run it no more. I mean, overall, he's a player you just want around him. He's a guy who's going to play his heart out consistently, be a great locker room leader, and I really hope either Jordan Mason or they get somebody to just learn under him and take advantage of this signing. Number 15. And coming in at number 14, we have Kyren Williams. You know, he's a tricky back to rank because, I mean, the guy is talented, yes, but he's like right in between the lines of good and great to elite. Like, he's good, but he's only going to get you what the line gives him, if that makes any sense. And no, it's not a bad thing to say that, because he does it at a level a lot of teams themselves would love to have. I mean, a lot of teams would kill for a back like him. I mean, he's not going to explode out for a 60-yard rush like others. He doesn't have the home run potential you definitely do want, or he isn't going to create his own big plays just on himself, but he's definitely going to move the chain, which honestly for most teams is good enough itself. I can definitely see where the criticism comes from with him, especially his ball security issues, which is a major concern. I mean, it may have or may have not cost him a chance in the divisional round, but for me, the guy's solid. He's just solid. I mean, coming off back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 12 or more touchdowns in each one, averages nearly 5 yards a carry, is great at pass protection, and does what is asked by McVay perfectly. I can't say I see the Rams paying him considering what the running back market stands for with stats like his, and the fact that they have Corum and Hunter next in line. I mean, if they're even a fraction of what he is with more speed, because he's not also the fastest back in the room, then he's probably going to be sent somewhere else, which even then, I think he's still going to be a serviceable running back nonetheless. To sum it up, he's nothing crazy, but he's good enough for any offense. I mean, he's got one more season left on his contract, so there's still time for him to do something large. I just really hope he can hold on to the ball this time. Number 14. And coming in at number 13, we have Devon Achane. The future is bright with Achane. I know some people said his 24 season wasn't anything like his 23, but to say he's not that great because of it is insane. Like, I kid you not, these dumbass takes exist where if the guy didn't get 800 yards within 100 carries, he wasn't the same running back. Crazy work, honestly. I mean, Achane's only 23 and has edged near 1,000 pure rushing yard seasons back to back, and has gotten over 1,500 yards just off of scrimmage, with 600 of those yards yards being receiving with 6 receiving touchdowns. Like, this is a superstar in the making, if not one already. I mean, small body, fast, slippery, amazing hands, great footwork, and will easily take a large leap next season if the O-line is right. Mark my words. I mean, the guy's a guaranteed home run if the opening is right and will contribute a ton towards this offense, especially if Tua gets injured like usual. I really like where he's going and wouldn't be shocked if he takes a jump into the top 10s after next season. For now, I'm going to put him number 13. And coming in at number 12, we have Kenneth Walker. See, now this one is kind of a hot take, but it's also a very underrated choice. I mean, the guy's an absolute dog on the field, aggressive runner, and possesses what could be elite talent. But of course, again, the common theme in most guys that have what could be elite talent and what could be elite running backs is injuries. I kid you not, injuries are just cock blocking this guy from stardom. It's crazy. Like, they always happen at the worst time, and even aside from his health concerns, let's point at the dog shit O-line he has. Like, I kid you not, pay me millions of dollars, I'll try a lot harder than they do. Traffic cones for a lion looking ass. Like, they block like security guards at a college game when fans storm the field. Blocking like a broken condom. I mean, everything just gets through. Which really doesn't give Walker a lot of time to even let alone blink before he gets a face full of linebacker in the backfield. Like, I feel like a lot has to go right for his talent to shine, and that's still without him getting hurt. I still think that's a major part on his end, but I think he's got it all just to be that guy. I mean, it might be another Saquon situation where he's really just got to go somewhere else for it to happen. I think one more injury, regardless of talent, the Seahawks are probably going to start moving in a different direction with either Charbonnet, McIntosh, or potentially even Damian Martinez at this point. So Walker's in a pretty interesting spot, and yet the guy's only 24. So there's plenty of time left for him to do something large in the league, but until this team fixes issues, mainly the line, we will not see that very high ceiling he projects for a while. And coming in at number 11, we got Joe Mixon. He's Joe Mixon. Do I really need to explain? I mean, he's fucking Joe Mixon. The guy is good. And I do wish the Bengals did keep him, but I do like the fact that he's working out very well in Houston. I mean, I don't think they get a winning record without him. There were times where the offense is rolling, but at times when they're stuck, it's like, you know what? Joe Mixon, put us in your backpack and take us to the end zone. You hand the guy the rock, he'll run for fucking 60. He's a good running back, and I really hope he gets paid when his contract is up. I know they got Woody Martin and Nick Chubb to split reps in between, but I really do think Mixon has this running back one job locked down. I think he's going to continue to be a positive impact for this offense and a giant locker room leader. So I'm going to get Mixon number 11. I think he's still got a lot to do. I wish the guy can stay healthy, and I can easily predict he's going to get another 1,000 next season. And coming in at number 10, we have Alvin Kamara. Injuries suck, especially with him so much that I'm led to believe he's injured even when he isn't, which, funny enough, even when he was hurt, he just had his best year yet. Like, the last time he played a fully healthy season was his rookie year, which that does suck, that is true. And what sucks the most is he's still yet to have a 1,000 pure rushing yard season out of his soon-to-be 9-year career. And it's a big shame because you and I both know this dude is a monster, like all the talent in the world, and is a remarkable player. Like, have you seen his contact balance? Like, that is just one of his best features. There are plenty more with him, and he is just beyond amazing. And I believe Kellen Moore is going to push him through the roof next season with the opportunities and coaching he presents. Especially when a rookie quarterback Kamara is going to feed. Just please stay healthy. That is all I'm asking. Once again, benefit of the doubt, Kamara healthy at minimum is top 10 and would feel disrespectful to put him any lower. Again, new coach, if they can improve the line and the line can actually do its job, you could guarantee another Kamara pop-off year, and hopefully this is the year he goes over 1,000. Alright, coming in at number 9, we have another young and upcoming running back in James Cook, the guy who single-handedly led the league in rushing touchdowns with 16 last season, and the guy who almost single-handedly handed us our asses in the AFC Championship. Like, nothing but respect for this Bills offense, and especially James Cook, who took over last year. I mean, when your quarterback is Josh Allen, you're going to be limited, obviously. I mean, since he could damn near do everything himself, that guy is Superman. Yet Cook still made his presence very known, and averaging 5 yards a carry, making himself a valuable piece this offense cannot do without last season. And I'm someone who believes the Bills should sign him, but I don't think they should sign him for that price. I think they need to get him for something cheaper because he's asking for top 5 money. I really hope they do come to some agreement though, because him and this team, they're cold as hell together. Like, this is a good combination. The team looks like they love him. The offense loves him. You could just see next to Allen, he is a giant playmaker on this team, and I really would hate to see him go. But you know one thing, if Buffalo doesn't do it, some team will pay him. I mean, he's a young player, great amount of talent, very consistent, brings home run potential. I mean, he still needs work done, like his pass blocking, but besides that, he's a reliable option that you know can get the job done. I think he's going into a proven year, and if he really wants that extension, expect James Cook to cook. I got him at number 9. And now, coming in at number 8, we have Jonathan Taylor. Same thing with Christian McCaffrey, never healthy, but when he is, we know the beast Jonathan Taylor is. And even with 14 games last season, he was still pretty damn elite with 1,400 rushing yards and 11 touchdowns. If only he had an actual good quarterback, though, I'm telling you, this Colts team would go crazy, I promise it. I mean, we got plenty of time for that, though. I mean, Taylor's only 26, and if he can stay healthy, he shows no signs of slowing down. I'm gonna put him at number 8. And coming in at number 7, we have Christian McCaffrey. Oh my god, this one kind of hurts to do, but man, injuries robbed this guy so much, being up so much higher, it's not even funny. It's like the Nick Chubb take. Like, take away the injuries from him. I'm telling you, both your careers would change out so much differently. Like, we would see these guys running the top of this list easily. But damn, that's only how it worked, and unfortunately that is just a concept, but reality is, he can't stay healthy. He just can't. And after this last injury, he's one I really need to see do it again to gain any hope. He's still the good old McCaffrey we know. I think that's fair to say the least, right? I mean, I don't expect him to go and get 14 touchdowns, 2,000 yards, but, you know, I want to be able to say he still looks good. I mean, the guy's 30. He's not getting any younger with all the injuries, plus him aging. I cannot say I don't know what to expect. Like, I just want to say he's good, is in good shape, and is still a large impact to this Niners team. Like, I still need to see that killer in his eyes again, and to do all this, he just has to remain healthy. Is that really too much to ask? Once again, benefit of the doubt, I'm hoping he bounces back because, I mean, who doesn't want to see McCaffrey healthy? This guy is a damn killer to watch. And it feels like an insult leaving him out of the top 5 when we know where he really should stand, but it's like when you have all this young talent on the rise, Jacobs, Bucky Irving, like, you know, you have guys like these coming in now. You cannot be looking at the past and saying what McCaffrey used to be, and you have to look at it now and say, if the guy cannot be healthy, he doesn't have the best ability, which is availability. If he doesn't have that, then I can't put him up there, unfortunately. But McCaffrey's gonna get number 7 for me. Again, this is one that sucks, dude. Trust me, I want to put the guy higher. It's just, he's a player who it hurts to see affected so much from the injury bug because we know where he really should stand. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, and all I can do is just say, get well, McCaffrey. And coming in at number 6, we have Bucky Irving. Definition of a cheat code. I mean, you could try hitting the guy as hard as you like, but he's just gonna put your ass on the ground. I mean, it's plain and simple. And he's gonna really just have you looking up and questioning, how is he still going for 60 when I threw everything I could at him? I mean, he runs as if he's user controlled in Madden with how many ankles this guy's gonna snatch. And once he's out of reach, good damn luck trying to catch him because you're not gonna get him. I mean, the best way to put it, he's quicker than a hiccup. And it's a joke that this guy went in the 4th round, but, you know, thankfully the Bucks know how to scout, and now he's looking to be top 5 potential within barely a year being in the league. Like, it's insane to think about how quick this guy rises, but it's also insane to think about how loaded this Bucks team is going to be next season. Like, if they somehow don't make a deep run within the next 3 years of what looks to be Baker's prime, somebody has got to get fired. For Bucky, I'm expecting either the same results or even better with more carries now that it's clear he's the running back 1, because, I mean, this guy is on the rise. With Bucky's career, all I can say is just expect great things. He's already done so much in 1, I can't really wait to see what he does in 2. I'm gonna put him right at number 6. And coming in at number 5, we have Josh Jacobs. First off, roll tide, and secondly, glad the guy got away from Vegas. I mean, nothing wrong with them now, but they really did not seem to respect Jacobs even when he produced large numbers, and now he's finally getting the respect he deserves being behind a Green Bay offense where the dude's an absolute workhorse and did exactly what we expected, and that's go crazy. He's always had the vision, he's got the power, he's got the patience that just flat out wears defenses down like hell. I mean, he proves to be a large help again on receiving when he's not running through lines like a menace. Like most good running backs, give the guy the smallest level of blocks and watch him work. Honestly, some of the cleanest footwork and balance I've seen in a minute. Like, it is insane how quick he could bounce off defenders and what looks to be a tackle into a large gain for 20. The definition of eat my dust if it was a player. Like, Jacobs just doesn't go down. You cannot take this man down that damn easily. And that's a good back. Like, that's a back I wish I could have in my backfield. And I'm glad he's getting the respect he deserves. And I'm really glad Green Bay chose to go after him. Because as his impact here shows, within 1 year, the guy's worth the damn money. I mean, he's worth the money. You give him the bag, he's going to give you the stats, and you're going to get the wins. And he's going to continue to be the spark on the offense that Jordan Love needs if they really want to win a Super Bowl. Pure dog and an absolute leader who's going to just continue to do great things. I'm going to put Jacobs right at number 5. And coming in at number 4, we have no one other than Bijan Robinson. Here we have Saquon Light, a very destructive and very productive back who can easily elevate any offense he's behind with his consistency, power, pass blocking, and amazing receiving skills and route running as well. And as of last season, has put everybody on notice that he's more elite than his rookie season made him out to be. I mean, I'd imagine it would happen once they fired that sumbitch Arthur Smith, who refused to use him in the right way. But now it looks like Atlanta has figured out the strategy. And that's get the ball in Robinson's hands no matter what, through any way possible, and just let the man cook. And hell, throw some blocks in there too and give him some space. He's gone and in the end zone for 6. Or at worst, he's getting you that first down. Like, contact balance on Bijan is a thing of beauty, and he rarely falls after the first hit and will storm through the line until he's fully put down. And for defenders, when it comes to facing guys like him running full speed your way, I'd imagine it's a scary thing, and I'd imagine it's hard to defend. When either A, he's going to snatch your shit and put you on a highlight reel like he's Allen Iverson, or B, he's going to take you to the ground with him. No in between. And that's what I love about his game. It's like he's a true all-around player who's a problem no matter what. And now with Penix taking over this Atlanta team, I think they just got even better. And if Bijan could do exactly what he did last season, and that's put pure belt to ass on most defenses, and Penix can get the chains moving, this team is going to do so many great things and will be contending in what looks to be a promising division next year. So I'm going to put Robinson here at number 4. I do think you could put the guy at 3 and it still works, but for personal preference and just my overall opinion, I'm going to put him at 4, but if you have him at 3, again, nothing wrong with that, and it's a valid take. 4 for me, though. And now, coming in at 5'9", 202 pounds, one half of the best duos in the league, Jahmyr Gibbs. Or should I say the Sonic to Montgomery's Knuckles. I mean, I kid you not. These two were made to share the backfield together, and results show they go crazy, especially Gibbs, who took a large step forward last season with more carries, plenty more yards, and nearly doubling his touchdowns from the year before, which further proves my point of he's pretty damn good. I mean, you need the guy to play like a receiver. He's got that unlocked and will probably be one of your best weapons. You need him to run, say no more, give him the rock. It doesn't matter who you're facing. He's blowing past everyone. I don't care who the defenders are because he's breaking damn near every tackle and he's taking this bitch home. I mean, he hasn't been averaging 5 yards a carry since he got to the league for a reason. I mean, call it a magic trick with how quick he can turn a 4th and 3 into a 1st and goal. And the funniest part about all of this is he's doing this on limited reps. Like before Montgomery got hurt, he was getting 13 carries max, while Montgomery got like 11 at most. Yet for every carry he got you bet your ass he made it count, and it really could take over just about any game he's in. Like, we saw him single-handedly destroy Minnesota, not once, but twice. And he was maybe like 3 carries or more from taking over the Washington game himself. And I know it sounds like I'm glazing here, but trust me when I say this is just normal reaction. There's plenty of people who will tell you the same thing about Gibbs. He's just that phenomenal of a talent. And really, I'm expecting either more the same or the less next year, depending on if they up his carries, which I hope they don't, because I mean, they got a great system already with Montgomery and him, and you really don't fix something if it ain't broken. The guy is only 23 and has done this already. If he's not top 3, then he's surely top 5 at least minimum on everyone's list. But for me, I'm gonna put the former Crimson Tide at number 3. And now, coming in at number 2, we have Derrick Henry, and here we have the man that got me into loving Alabama football. Once again, I gotta explain for everybody around, I did watch Texas Tech growing up, but damn it, just something about the way he ran the ball, it really just caught my eye, and since then, I've been watching Bama as well. It's almost like 2015 was yesterday. Anyways, I don't need to explain to you who Henry is, whether you're a casual or a diehard, he's the guy you were worried about every week when you played the Titans, because holy shit, it's Derrick Henry, and he's going to run all over your defense. I mean, it doesn't help he's bigger than your average linebacker. There was a point where ESPN was making it a stat comparing fucking linebackers to him, saying, oh, Derrick Henry's bigger than this guy, he's gonna run right through him. And it sure as hell doesn't help he runs and hits like a damn truck. Like, if there was a reason they asked people, how many times do you think you could tackle Derrick Henry running at you full force out of 100 times in a drill? The answer is fucking 0, and I'd be lucky he doesn't give me CTE after. On a regular week, if your defense can contain him, great, you'll most likely got the win. And if you can't, well, shit out of luck. You know, he's putting up 2 touchdowns on your head, and you're going to like it. And it's been like that every year I've seen him go, and even in his 30s now, he is still dominant. When everyone was expecting him to decline like most backs up there in age and off of recent history, like his last 2 years with the Titans, in which he told critics suck my ass with nearly 2,000 yards and 16 touchdowns. Like, after all of that, I'm led to believe until he says it himself he doesn't have it anymore, he's still got it and will continue to dominate the conference as he's done since arrival. I'm gonna put Derrick Henry number 2. Call it bias, I mean, he is one of the greatest running backs I've ever seen, that's personal opinion. One of the most consistent backs, one of the most dominant backs I've ever seen. opinion, and he still plays at a top level at his age. I mean, he's just an unreal talent, so Derrick Henry gets number 2. And now, coming in at number 1, do I really need to explain this one? Like, do I have to? We all know who it is. It is no one other than Saquon Barkley. I'm just saying, do I realistically have to actually explain this? Let me break it down in the simplest way possible without going on like a 5-minute analysis. Saquon Barkley coming off 2,000 rushing yards, Super Bowl first year with a new team after being told not worth the money, destroying defenses week by week, and takes up most of the game plans because you just can't plan that easily for an explosive player like his caliber. Like hell, he hurdled some poor man like a freak of nature. Did he have to do it? No. Why did he? Because he fucking can, and that's a power statement. The guy can turn 10 into 60 easily and gives you home run potential every snap, whether it's a handoff or a quick throw. Yeah, no rolling with him at number 1. I mean, you can make the argument with other backs at number 1, but they would really have to be convincing enough to take over a guy who's barely entering his prime according to him, which is terrifying if true, and when fully healthy is one of the best players in the league. I'm glad the Eagles paid what it was worth because damn, him and Hurts are a great combo, and again, fully healthy with this team, I would not be shocked if they come close to repeating. The impact he brings to pair with this offense is something a lot of teams just can't match. It's immeasurable how much he really means to their success and where they would be without him at running back. Which is why I really had to put him at number 1. I mean, that impact, you just can't debate it. And again, you could try, but for me, I'll take him on every day that ends in Y. Give me Saquon at number 1. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching another random recap. I really hope y'all did enjoy the video. This one took me a good minute to make. I mean, it was very difficult, I would say, nonetheless, to rank these guys because some of these guys, like, some of them just suck ass just because they suck, but some suck because of situation, or some just aren't as high because of injuries. You know, running back is a tough position to rank, but I did try my best and hope y'all did enjoy. Once again, I can't be perfect. You know, this is an opinion-based video. You know, your opinion's obviously gonna be different than mine, so I'd really like to hear what y'all have to think down below in the comments. But anyways, with all that being said, I do thank you once again for stopping by, and I will see you on the next Random Recap.